It was the worst fight that my daughter and I have ever had. And I said some things and did some things that I am not proud of as a mother. Welcome to the Paula Faris Show. I am your host, Paula Faris. And January, I am just sharing with you some things that I'm learning as a wife, as a mom, as a friend, as a daughter, as a leader. Season 2 will get underway in February, and I'm excited to bring you some incredible guests and conversations talking about the things that you are talking about, like parenting, work-life balance, navigating relationships, all of it. But today I want to share with you what I am learning in relationships. So this particular argument, probably my least fine moment as a mother, and Caroline and I got into a massive fight. It was about Taylor Swift and a Taylor Swift concert. I'm not going to get into the details, but this fight started over text. It led to hanging up on one another. And then when we finally saw one another in person, it led to a shouting match. I used some profanity, not proud of it. I was so heated. And my daughter and I are kind of the same human being. My husband says that we're not bossy. We're both aggressively helpful. So the boys were sitting on the couch, literally just ping-ponging back and forth between the two of us, trying to take in, thinking, what is happening right now? So it took a while to cool off and a long time to cool off. I wasn't proud of it. Again, grace seems to be the theme. One thing that I've learned in relationships, and I try to do this especially with our family and with our children, is be really quick to say, I'm sorry, and even quicker to say, I forgive you. My kids will often say, hey, Mom, could you give me grace in this situation? But it was a moment that I was not proud of. And I felt horrible. And I don't feel horrible anymore because I know that my daughter has forgiven me. She wrote me a card earlier this year that said, you're not the perfect mom, but you're the perfect mom for me. And I want in every relationship, the way that I live, the way that we live, to be firmly grounded in that grace of being quick to say, I'm sorry, and even quicker to say, I forgive you, and not hold it over the other person. It was a tough year though. I went back to counseling for the first time, trying to just navigate some complicated family member dynamics, things going on in our own home. One of our kids has anxiety, trying to carry the burdens of my mother, who I shared with you early, has had just a hell of a year, and trying to recover from seizures and a stroke. But if I could just give you a little bit of encouragement in what I'm learning from relationships, is just live in that. Be quick to forgive and even quicker to say, I'm sorry. And when you don't know how to help the other person, I read this great advice. It was advice on how to actually relate to your teenager or relate to somebody that you're having a hard time relating to. Just ask them, how can I best support you right now? I asked that of my partner, John, how can I best support you right now? Because I think we often feel in relationships too that we have to have the answer when they have a question. And sometimes they just want us to be there, especially if you've got kids. Ask your children, ask your partner, ask your friends, your family, anyone you're in relationship with. When you kind of get stuck, just say, how can I support you right now? How can I best support you right now? It's a question that has changed the way that I relate to my partner, to my children, to my friends, and to my family, because they'll tell you exactly what they need from you. Because we try to overcompensate. We try to do. And me especially, I'm very good at being aggressively helpful. And I need to back off sometimes. I just wanted to encourage you with that in my own imperfection, but being quick to say, I'm sorry, and quick to say, I forgive you in all your relationships. And when you're kind of stuck in a relationship and you don't really know what to do next, whatever that relationship is, just say, hey, how can I support you right now? And they will open up. All right, next time we talk, it's the best advice for trying something new. And it has to do with a time when I had to figure out, am I going to keep going with this entrepreneurship with Carrie Media? I had $400 in my business account and I didn't know what to do next. And that's next time we talk about it. Oh, one more thing. Is this still on? Yeah, it is. If you're watching on YouTube right now, hit that subscription button, or wherever you're listening, make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss a beat, and invite your friends. Let's spread the word and let's talk about it.